Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Mino Speak English Daily. I am so happy you are here with me today. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are coming back again, thank you for learning with me. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about a very important idea. We are going to talk about small daily practice. Many learners think they need long study hours. They think they need a perfect plan. They think they need more time, more energy, or more talent. But that is not always true. Sometimes the biggest change comes from very small actions. A few minutes of English every day can do more for you than one long study session once in a while. That is what today's lesson is about. We will talk about why daily practice matters. We will talk about what you can do in a short time. We will talk about how to stay motivated when you feel tired. And we will talk about how small progress becomes real fluency. So take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin together. Learning English is a little like watering a plant. You do not pour a bucket of water on it once a month and expect it to grow strong. You water it a little. Again and again. You care for it every day, and slowly, quietly, it grows. English works in the same way. Your brain learns from repetition. When you hear the same words many times, they start to feel familiar. When you say the same patterns many times, your mouth begins to move more easily. When you read English every day, even a little, your eyes become more comfortable with sentence structure. And when you listen often, you stop feeling afraid of the sounds. This is why daily practice is so powerful. It is not loud, it is not dramatic, it is not magic. It is simply steady. And steady practice changes everything. At first, English may feel slow. You hear a question and you stop. You think. You translate, you search for words, you worry about grammar, you feel pressure. But when you practice regularly, something begins to change. You still think, but you think less. You still pause, but your pauses become shorter. You still make mistakes, but you recover faster. Little by little, your English starts to feel more natural. That is the gift of consistency. Now you may ask, what does daily practice really mean? Does it mean 1 hour every morning? Does it mean a big notebook full of grammar? Does it mean hard study every day? No. Daily practice can be simple. Daily practice can be light. It can fit into your real life. You can listen to a short podcast while making breakfast. You can shadow 5 sentences while walking. You can read 1 short paragraph before bed. You can write 3 simple lines about your day. You can speak to yourself in English while doing small things at home. These are not big tasks, but together they build a strong habit, and strong habits create strong English. Let me give you a very simple example. Imagine you study English for 2 hours on Sunday, and then you do nothing for the next 6 days. Now imagine another learner who studies for just 10 minutes every day. At the end of the week, the second learner has built something important. Not just knowledge, but rhythm. Not just information, but a habit. And a habit is powerful because it teaches your brain to expect English. English becomes a normal part of life, not a special event. That is when real progress begins. So what can you do in 10 or 15 minutes a day? Let me share 5 simple ideas. The first idea is listening. Listening is one of the best ways to build natural English. You do not need to understand every word. You just need to stay with the meaning. Choose something slow, clear, and not too difficult. Listen to a short lesson, a simple story, or a calm English podcast. Listen while you wash dishes. Listen while you travel. Listen while you rest. The goal is not perfection. The goal is contact with English. Every time you listen, your brain becomes more familiar with the language. The second idea is shadowing. Shadowing means you listen and repeat. You copy the speaker like an echo. You try to follow the sounds, the rhythm, and the stress. This is excellent for speaking. It helps your mouth get used to English movement. It helps your ears connect with your voice. Start with short sentences. For example, say this with me. I am practicing English every day. Again, I am practicing English every day. One more time. I am practicing English every day. Good. That is shadowing. You do not need many sentences. Even 5 or 10 sentences a day can help a lot. The third idea is reading. Choose something short and simple. It can be a tiny story, a short article, or a page from a graded reader. Read slowly. Notice useful phrases. If you see a new word, try to guess it from context first. Then check if you need to. Do not stop every second. Try to enjoy the meaning. Reading helps you notice how English is built. It also gives you more phrases to use when you speak and write. The fourth idea is writing. Many learners think writing must be long and serious, but simple writing is enough. Write 3 to 5 sentences. Write about your day. Write about your plans. Write about something you like. For example, you can write, "Today I woke up early. I drank coffee. I listened to an English podcast. I learned 2 new expressions. I feel proud of myself." This kind of writing is simple, but it is useful. It helps you organize your thoughts in English. It helps you remember words, and it gives you a small record of your progress. The fifth idea is speaking to yourself. Yes, really. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you are doing. Describe what you see. Describe what you will do next. You can say, "I am opening the window. I am making tea. I need to answer an email. Tonight, I want to study for 10 minutes. This practice may feel strange at first, but it helps you think in English. And the more normal it feels, the easier real speaking becomes. Now, let's talk about what happens over time. After one day of practice, the change may feel small. Maybe you learn one useful phrase. Maybe you understand one sentence more clearly. Maybe you feel good because you showed up. That matters. After 1 week of practice, English starts to feel more familiar. You remember words more easily. You notice patterns. You begin to guess meanings from context. You feel less afraid. After 1 month of practice, your relationship with English begins to change. It feels less like a test and more like a part of your life. You do not become perfect, but you become stronger. You become more comfortable. You trust yourself more. That is real progress, and it starts with small actions. Now, I want to talk about hard days, because real learning is not only about good days. Some days you feel tired, some days you feel busy, some days you feel discouraged. You may say, "I do not want to study today." That is normal. You are human. You do not need to feel excited every day, but even on hard days, you can still protect the habit. How? Do less, but do something. If you do not have energy for 20 minutes, do 5. If you do not want to write, listen. If you do not want to read, repeat 1 sentence. If you do not want to do much, just open your English notebook and review 1 line. Small effort still counts. In fact, this is where the habit gets stronger, because you are showing your brain that English is part of your life even on difficult days. That is how consistency grows. Another helpful idea is to make practice easy to start. Do not wait for the perfect mood. Do not wait for a perfect schedule. Make English ready. Save a lesson on your phone. Keep your notebook on your desk. Choose one podcast you like. Write a short list of daily actions. When things are easy to reach, they are easier to begin. And often the hardest part is just starting. Once you begin, even for 2 minutes, it feels easier to continue. I also want to remind you to be kind to yourself. Please do not say, "My English is terrible." Please do not say, "I am too slow." Please do not say, "Other people are better than me." Instead, say this: "I am learning. I am improving. I am doing my best. I am building my English step by step." These sentences matter. The way you speak to yourself changes the way you feel about learning. If your inner voice is always harsh, English becomes heavy. But if your inner voice is kind, English becomes something you can return to with peace. So be patient with yourself. Growth takes time. A plant does not become a tree in one day, and you do not become fluent in 1 week. But every day you practice, you are building something real. Now let us talk about motivation. Many people think motivation is a big feeling. They think it arrives like lightning. Sometimes it does. But often, motivation is quiet. It is the small voice that says, "Do 1 more minute." It is the choice to return tomorrow. It is the decision to keep going even when progress feels slow. If you want to stay motivated, remember your reason. Why do you want to learn English? Maybe it is for work. Maybe it is for travel. Maybe it is for confidence. Maybe it is because you enjoy learning. Your reason matters. Write it down, keep it close, read it on difficult days. Your reason is your fuel. And fuel helps you move forward. It also helps to celebrate small wins. Did you listen today? That is a win. Did you say 1 full sentence out loud? That is a win. Did you understand a short video better than before? That is a win. Please do not wait for giant success to feel proud. Small wins are the path to big results. If you notice them, you will enjoy the journey more. And when you enjoy the journey, you stay longer. Before we finish, I want to leave you with a simple daily plan. Here is one easy 15-minute English routine. First, listen for 5 minutes. Choose something calm and clear. Second, repeat or shadow for 3 minutes. Use a few short sentences. Third, read for 3 minutes. Choose a short text. Fourth, write or speak for 4 minutes. Write 3 lines or talk to yourself about your day. That is all. 15 minutes. Simple, real, possible. If you do this regularly, you will feel a difference. Not because it is perfect, but because it is consistent. And consistency is stronger than intensity. One more time. Let me say that slowly. Consistency is stronger than intensity. A little every day can change your English. A little every day can change your confidence. A little every day can change your future. So, my friend, if your English feels slow right now, do not worry. Slow does not mean stuck. Slow does not mean bad. Slow can still be strong. Slow can still be steady. Slow can still lead you forward. Keep listening. Keep repeating. Keep reading. Keep writing. Keep speaking. And most of all, keep returning. Your English is growing even when you do not see it. Your effort matters. Your voice matters. Your journey matters. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this lesson helped you, please like the video, subscribe, and share it with another English learner. Welcome to Mino Speak English Daily, where we learn calmly, clearly, and step by step. For more lessons and daily English practice, visit www.minohello.com. And before you go, please leave a comment below. Tell me this: what small English habit will you practice today? I would love to read your answer. Take care, keep going, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.